Once again, you're welcome to British Ivy School's e-learning platform. I'm going to take you through now on science. I'm Mrs. Mary Jane by name. And our topic says light. Okay, I know that for you to see very well, for you to see the world around you, you need light. Okay? If everywhere is dark, I'm sure you're not going to see anything clearly. So we are going to talk about light today as a form of energy that enables us to see the world around us. So light is a form of energy that enables us to see the world around us. Okay, now the major source of light comes from the sun. Okay, the major source of light comes from the sun, and this sun can be harmful to the eyes. In as much as we can see clearly with the sun can be harmful to the eyes. Okay, now what such a natural source of light and the major source of light. Every light energy used both naturally and artificially is gotten from the sun. Now I said that sun can be dangerous to the eyes in so many ways. Number one, it causes cataract. Okay, it causes an eye problem called cataract. Number two, it causes eyelid cancer. Okay, eyelid cancer. Number three, it can cause blindness. The direct sharp light that comes from the sun can make someone to be blind. Even practically looking at the sun, it's not advisable to look at the sun directly. So when you look at the sun directly or you expose your eyes constantly to the sun directly, it can cause some of the diseases. I said the first one is cataract. The second one, it causes eyelid cancer. The third one, it causes blindness. And the fourth one, it causes conjunctiva. Okay, conjunctiva is another name for the common Apollo that we know about. The one we call Apollo. Conjunctiva, it causes conjunctiva. Alright, now light can be reflected. There are objects that can reflect light. So we're going to talk about reflection. So what is reflection? Reflection is the bouncing of light from another source. The bouncing of light from another source. But this source must be, these objects that must reflect light must be shiny objects. When light shines on some shiny objects, they bounce back light. So reflection is a bouncing of light from another source. So for example, looking at this glass object here, this glass wall here, you see that it reflects light. There's a light behind it, but when looking at it, you might think that this object is a particular object that is giving out the light. But no, the light comes from another source. So this shiny object is bouncing back this light. Okay? Remember, it is only shiny objects that can bounce back light. Other examples. For example, when light shines on the zinc of a building, you find out that zinc is shiny, as if the light is coming from the zinc of that building. Okay? That shows that zinc is what? Reflecting light. That doesn't mean that the light is coming from that zinc. Is that clear? Even me looking at my board right now, you can see a light that is being reflected on this board. Okay? That doesn't mean that this light is coming from the board. But because this board is a shiny object, now the light is reflecting from here. Okay, so what did I say? Shiny objects bounce back light. Only shiny objects. Lastly, we are going to talk about shadow. Shadow is a dark area formed when an opaque object blocks a light source. What do I mean by opaque objects? Opaque objects are objects that we cannot see through them. You can't see through an opaque object. Okay? For example, you can see the shadow of my hand. You can see the shadow of my hand on this board. That is because my hand is an opaque object. It's an opaque object. And so because it is blocking the light source, then you can see my shadow on this board. Alright, so shadow is a dark area formed when an opaque object blocks a light source. Shadows are formed by blocking light. You see that? Shadows are formed by blocking light. So whenever an object blocks a light source, then it can form a shadow. Alright, remember we started by saying that light is a form of energy that enables us to see the world around us. And the sunlight is a major source of light, but can be dangerous to the eyes in so many ways, practically when we look directly to the sun. Okay? When we look at the sun directly with our eyes, it can cause different kind of diseases to and problems to the eyes. And we talked about reflection as a bouncing of light from another source by shiny objects. Don't forget shiny objects. Lastly, we talked about shadow as a dark area formed when an opaque object blocks a light source. Now I'm going to give you an assignment. What is shadow? Secondly, what is reflection? And then mention the dangers of sunlight to the eyes. Thank you very much for listening. Do have a nice day and take care. Bye.